Okay, War Room fans, we're back. Death in the Trenches.
Hello.
That's Bryce. We're hanging out again. And so you guys watched our first video. Well, we decided to restart the game. We met last Saturday, and we got to the end, through 5 turns?
We got through 5 turns on a Saturday.
So we got through 5 turns on a Saturday. And we restarted because we realized we'd made some mistakes. So we played on Saturday so we could make some more mistakes. But I think we got the game kind of under wraps.
I think we got the gist.
We got the gist of it all. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna recap the first 5 turns, and we're just gonna talk about it real quick, just our experience and everything. So basically what happened, and I'm just going to do the 3 fronts. So on the Western Front, what Germany did was on the opening turn, they busted up right into here. And then on the second turn, I forgot we're playing World War I, and I funneled all my guys into here, next to Paris. Well, Bryce counterattacked me and basically destroyed 90% of the German army. And so then he started pushing me back. And so now we're sitting up in here. So basically the Western Front's been reversed. Instead of France sitting over here defending itself, Germany's now sitting here defending itself. Okay. Now, we were talking about victory conditions. The thing about the game is, if the Allies or the Entente control Belgium, you get what, 2 victory points?
Well, I don't think I get any victory points for that. You are denied victory
I'm denied victory points. Okay.
That's the issue.
So here's the thing. You could say, well, this is a catastrophic failure, which I totally agree with.
Oh, no, I checked that. Britain gets 2 victory points if there's no Central Power units in Belgium.
Okay.
So that is
so he's going to get
it's
some
a 4-point swing, basically.
Yeah. So we're going to have to deal with that, but it's still early in the war, so maybe I could do something in the upcoming months and year to rectify that situation. But the thing is, my mistake was the way this combat system works. Man, it's total attrition. And when you get a stack of units like in a clear hex that can't entrench, they're just fresh meat to piranhas. I mean, they just get blown up the way this combat works. So it's a slow crawl. I've talked to the Kaiser about it. He has educated me on this. So now I think I think it's not quite done yet, and the reason why I bring that up is because, as I told Bryce, I'm not a huge dude on World War I history. So now let's go over to the Eastern Front, or the Russian Front. Okay, we can see what's going on down there with the Austro-Hungarians, and up here with the 1 German unit. Okay, now there's not more Germans over here because I had to do a lot of stuff to hold the line, so to speak. But in the real war, Austria-Hungary fought this huge, let me get it in line here, the Carpathian Mountains, like right here. It took them an entire year to get through it. And I was watching some guy on YouTube, some historian guy, and the battles in those mountains were just as bloody as on the French front. Both sides, they lost like over 1 million guys died taking those mountains. I'm way beyond the mountains. I'm moving into the Ukraine. Up here, this German unit just keeps staving them off. Although I did try to attack him in turn 5 up here. He's got, what, 2 units up here now? But we finally got gas allocation so we could use gas. And I used my first gas allocation up here, which I found out, which was complete coincidence, was the very first time a gas attack ever happened in World War I. So I'm feeling confident on the Russian front right now. Now, we did have an interesting event happen. So Bulgaria, the game is set for Bulgaria traditionally joined the Central, and Romania joined the Entente. But we had an event. What is it? They like it was. You had to roll a 12 for it to happen.
Yeah, where they like switch.
The Bulgaria switched because they like killed my prime minister or something. Some mob, and Bulgaria joined. And then there was another event where Greece joined the Entente. So right now, we got Bulgaria and Greece.
Well, Bulgaria and Greece currently are on the on our side.
Yeah,
now.
they're on the Entente side.
So this turn, I'm going to get to use both of those guys now.
Yeah, but remember, we had that weird event where a bunch of guys got flipped. I forget what it was.
That is true.
What was it?
But we're all going into Turkey, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Well, we got Turkey. Now, this front down here, I really don't know where we are historically, but I can tell you right now, this little hex right here, where Russia is holed up with all their little buddies, I have no idea how Turkey is going to take that. No clue. So then we got down here, they're holding us up, but Turkey's trying to get reinforcements. But the thing about Turkey is they don't get a lot of reserves.
No.
And so it takes them a long time to build up their armies. And at the rate we're going, I mean, the Turkish armies might not hit army max for like another year. I mean, that's how few reinforcements they get. So they can't afford to be just doing attacks.
No.
Plus, they don't have that many units. Well, they have a lot of units. They're spread out. So then over here on the colonial map, Bryce took all the Pacific areas. He cleaned out that area.
And we're working on Cameroon.
Yeah, and he's working up here now, and now he's coming in. This area right here is kind of the heart of the colonial resistance for Germany.
Yeah, East Africa.
Yep. So that's basically the 5-turn recap.
Now, I want to give just my general impressions of the game. This is the first time I've played it, and so I'm sure people that are watching this who have played this game before are probably screaming out right now saying, oh, you've made all these mistakes. And yes, we get that. We made these mistakes. That's fine. What I will say, though, is just some general thoughts. My first thought is just overall, is the game fun? Because if it's not fun, why play it? And my answer to that is yes, this game is fun. If you want to play it, if you like fun games, it's fun, play it. The second observation I have is the WestCon combat system that the authors are extraordinarily proud of. What do I think about that combat? I like it.
It is fun.
I like it. I'm not going to bog down into the details about the statistics and all that sort of stuff that the authors go into. If you're interested in that, feel free to read the rule book. They're quite proud of the system, and they'll go on and on about it. But I'm not here to bog you down with statistics and realism and all that. I'm not here. I'm here to tell you, for this game, does it work? Does it feel right? Is it fun? And my answer to all three of those questions is yes, it works, it feels right, and it's fun. I mean, it is devastating, yet it makes you feel good inside when your opponent overrolls.
Yes, it does.
And you're just like, oh, you overrolled, you did nothing, and yeah. Now, again, the designer of the WestCon system, he will go into the whole reasoning, and that's fine. He can do that. I'm just saying it feels right, it works for the game, and it's fun.
Yeah, I think it really the whole combat system that's been devised for this, it fits World War I.
Yes.
It really does. It's a very. I don't know if he could make a game with this combat system, and we're playing World War II.
I think it would work for the Civil War. Because the Civil War had a lot of sort of, it was just a giant bloodbath, and there's kind of like no real winners. So I think for the Civil War it would work. But yeah, I don't know if it would work in the World War II.
Yeah, but hey, whatever. So, now in this grand scheme of things, the Central Powers did have a resounding victory, though.
Oh yes,
up here in the Baltic
or
the North Sea.
Celebrate the North Sea victory.
Oh yeah. So the British challenged the High Seas Fleet,
and it did not go well.
And we destroyed one of their fleets.
I had 3 fleets against one,
and we destroyed one of them.
I got dusted.
And then the German Navy, emboldened by their decisive victory, decided to challenge the British, and we won.
Yeah.
So the Central Powers has supremacy of the North Sea and the Atlantic
Go ahead
Ocean.
and film it. Film your chit right here.
Yeah.
Celebrate your victory. There it is.
The proof.
The North Sea.
The North Sea is Central
Powers.
Now, of course, we were looking at that going, ooh, after a resounding victory, surely the Germans have gained all this big advantage. No, not really.
Well,
it just all it means is I can't use
any of those cross the
no,
channel.
You can still go. You can still go.
No, you have supremacy. I can't.
No, I can invade you now.
Yeah, but I can't use them.
Yeah, I thought you could. But anyway, hey, if that's the truth, then hey, it's awesome. So that was our big resounding victory. So, okay, guys, we're gonna come back.
We got to do turn 6.
Yeah, we'll do turn 6, and we'll come back with how that all ends up. Okay, guys, we're back at the end of the pulse phase of turn 6. What is it? What year? It's 1915, but what is it?
It is the summer of 1915.
Okay, so let's start out here on the Western Front. So Bryce sent his guys into here. Okay.
Needless to say, it did not go well.
It did not go well. In fact, of all the combats we've done, the Germans did 72 hits on him and completely obliterated both armies. He rolled what? How many backfires? Like 20?
It was bad.
Yeah. 20. And he rolled 20 dice.
25 backfires.
Yeah, 25 backfires on him. And he rolled 20 dice and did not roll 1 6. He did not roll a 6 on any die.
I challenge you guys to do that at home.
It was quite amazing. So they held off there. But otherwise, the Western Front over here, that was it. It was one big catastrophic just destruction.
It was kind of like a World War I battle.
Yeah, it was a World War I battle. Now, where the Germans and the Austrians are feeling frisky, we've blown all the way down in here. We used our special ability. The Russian generals were bickering here in Kiev, which got us into Odessa, blew up their fort, and the Germans are coming down to block anything. We pushed them back. Bryce tried to attack up here, or no, in here, and we repulsed them. In the naval phase, the British Navy once again came out to challenge the German Navy and got obliterated. For some reason, the British battleships just keep blowing up.
I've rolled 2 4s in a row on the North Sea.
On the North Sea. So the British Navy is just getting shellacked.
4s are bad.
4s are bad. But to make up for it, the Austrian-Hungarian Navy came out in the Adriatic. And, well, it did not end well. So the Austrian-Hungarian Navy is sunk, which basically means we're not going to be able to try to challenge the Med. Now, because of the summer, which remember those are the sun symbols, and an event, literally nothing happened down here. The entire thing was locked down. But remember, the Bulgarians came in, but the Ottoman Turks came in here and blew them up right there. Came across and destroyed them. Now, didn't you say that when you were looking at the Bulgarians, they don't even have enough strength with their whole army to take Constantinople?
Well, no, with the 2 chits I had there, you can't take. You would take all 3.
So you'd bring in all 3 of them?
Yeah, but because of an event, he was flipped.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, and so then the Italians are at war, but they just kind of look very mean at the Austrians. Yeah, it's just interesting. This turn just reinforced the idea that attacking is very costly in this game.
Extraordinarily so.
Unless you're talking really small combats here or there. But the big combats, like what Bryce tried to pull off over here on the Western Front, yeah, it is complete obliteration by the attacker. Unless they want to commit to 2-3 follow-up attacks. And then it just turns into a meat grinder. Which, hey, we're playing a World War I game.
Yeah,
So,
trenches suck.
yeah, trenches do suck. So, yeah. So, when I was coming over, I was thinking about this game, and we got the victory points, although I'm not quite familiar enough completely with what I need to do. But I think I'm still in the running here, even though the Western Front is a complete catastrophe. So, we're going to see what happens here. And it just buoys my spirits that we're making inroads on Russia.
Oh, no, the British are going to pull this out.
You think the British are going to pull it out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. The British are great. I love the British.
British are great.
We're going to do it.
It's just, and then over in the
I got my
colonial map.
I haven't done my Gallipoli invasion yet. So.
Oh, yeah.
And we know how that went. So we're going to win.
Yeah, we're going to win the Gallipoli invasion to try to knock out the Ottoman Turks?
Sure. Well, it went so well in history, so.
Well, I did see a video where it said the reason why they lost. Because they were supposed to win, but there was a reason they lost. I think it was Drachenfell's naval video that when they went up there into the, what is this called again? The
Dardanelles.
The Dardanelles. That the British Navy basically just got shellacked. And it was as bad. They couldn't support them. So,
well, I do have my invasion shit. It's coming.
Yeah, he's got one invasion shit.
I got my beachhead shit. It's coming. It's going to happen. It's going to be devastating. I haven't thought about it at all yet, but it's coming.
It is coming?
And it's going to be devastating.
Damn it. I think I need to think about defending my beaches then. Huh. So, this is where we stand at the end of turn 6. And now all of a sudden, after the blaze of glory of last weekend, where we were attacking everywhere, now all of a sudden the trenches are coming out. Russians have the trenches now. Now everybody's gun shy about attacking. And it literally will just turn into trench warfare, and we're going to see what happens. Because no one's really inclined to really attack unless you got overwhelming odds. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens going into turn 7. So we'll be back.